the other thing that women do, we do too much. We sacrifice too much. We wife up when you're not supposed to wife up.
Doing wifey stuff on girlfriend allowance.
And then once you're hurt, you'll be like, I really invested so much. Who told you to invest?
Thank you.
Stop giving people money. Stop. Welcome to Decoding the Process. We are grateful for you being a part of this every Tuesday. And today is a special day. You know, we carry out a series on Real Talk with ladies, men, and of course, anyone who wants to join us to share their experiences and of course, to help this generation that is going through a lot of character development. We need you. We need you. So this is Real Talk segment, and today we are talking about some of the things women have done, of course, to please men, and of course, the negative things that are not necessary for you as a person. Probably they're really toxic, and they're really putting you down as a human being, and that we need to really tell people that they are not necessary to be done for you to really win over someone, or rather keep a relationship. It's not worth it. So I'm sitting with you guys because there are people here who have a lot to tell you today. I don't even have to talk. Mimi ni kusema tu next. They will talk on behalf of everyone, and I believe they will be of help. So before we go on to the topic, I would want you to just say your name and probably just something about you and move over. Let's start today in the middle.
Okay. What's up, beautiful people? My name is Grace Kibe, and I'm a health records officer. Yeah, and I'm so grateful to be back for episode 2.
Wow. Episode 1 was amazing. Yeah. Eva?
Hi, my name is Eva Maguti, and I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Yes?
Hi guys, I'm Soni Masharia. I'm a host of Her Essence. Please check it out. And I'm so happy to be here once again. It's such a pleasure for you to host me again.
Wow, thank you. We always love it when you're around. Thank you very much. Of course, now we've said what we are delving into. And of course, we want to start with a few of our experiences. And I know they have many of them. I want to start over with Eva, who I know has a major experience. Open it for us.
I think to start small, one of the things I can say like I've gone through is losing friends. Because like your whole world has revolved around this one person. Unacheki. So hata mkiona maybe a friend has an event, maybe a baby shower, nini yako like babe, si tuende tu out tukule nyama choma nini. That's how. So kidogo you're detached to your friends.
Yeah.
And then you don't realize once this relationship is done, you're gonna need those friends. So unapata sasa hapa heartbreak, and you have nobody to talk to. So those are like for me that was big, because trying to bring back the relationships you had with your friends and trying to heal at the same time is not really something you can handle by yourself at that time. So for me, one thing that really like ilinikula sana ni kulose mabeshte kabisa. And like up to now I'm still like trying to, you know, going back to those friendships and like building them.
To add on what you were saying, I think the thing we do as women is we shut down the people that are around us, because you have put a lot of reliance on men to give us happiness, the person you're with that time, or you think they're gonna spoil your relationship, or they're jealous, as many like to put it, nasikia vibaya swata rib, you know, the whole friends, and that we just rely on this guy too much, that he's a bit controlling, if I may say. Some are, and that's why you find yourself sometimes in relationships you've lost in touch with you're not keeping in touch with your family, your friends, because it's this one person. Umemweka kwa pedestal hapa juu.
Ama they don't go along with a certain friend of yours.
Yeah.
We're like, me, I don't like how this one behaves. Kidogo, ati because it's like, sasa umeyeka nika, it's one thing. Because my boyfriend doesn't really agree with my friend, pia we una keep distance.
Yeah.
Then, mkiachana.
You're left alone.
Even family, like I was telling you earlier, you detach even from family. Like they rarely see you and things like that. Then they're the only people who love you, sasa.
Yeah, but I think that's one character trait of narcissists.
Yeah.
Or, you know, something like that. Because they literally do what? Cut you off everyone so that you can see them as the only people.
And then they try to show it's like they are
They are
there
there.
for you all
They
the
are
time.
the ones who
You
love
have
you
to
more
meet up
than-
with your friends, he's there.
Yeah.
You're going for this, he's
He's
there.
there.
Nini, Nini, let me get you off from work, I'll come pick you up.
They want to make it about themselves.
About themselves
Yeah.
more than
And
it is.
fueling their ego. So they think this is sort of an ownership thing. You know how you own something and you want to keep it around.
Yeah.
That's what the mindset tells them. I need to keep this one around. I need to shut them down from everyone that is around them. I need to sort of not protect, own. You know, and that's where they go wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to control some aspects of your life whereby you feel without them, life will not be. So it will be difficult even when you find out they are toxic for you to get out. You're like, where do I go?
Yeah.
I only have
It's
him,
like
so how
it's
do I
the best you
start?
had.
Yeah.
You can't go beyond that.
It's not even the best, it's like everything you have.
The only,
The
yeah.
only thing you have. So you find you're looking at me leaving this person and starting to build again.
To
It's
take a
harder.
lot.
Yeah.
So let me just stay and pambana na hali. So yeah, I really get that, which is very, very toxic. Because you need
Sana.
people. You don't just need this one person. It will even be draining for them, especially a man.
To
Being ati a woman ndio kila kitu.
Yeah.
You can't even handle their any emotions akiwa hivyo peke yake. So if everything about them is yours, honestly you will be drained.
Yeah.
You will be drained. So you need them to keep having friends, healthy friendships. Of course kuna wakati atasema I don't like this friend, which is genuine, but not cutting down every single one from your life. Yeah. Yes, so who's next?
So I think for us women, we need to stop allowing these men to take all the happiness in our lives. As women, we need to have a life out there. Have friends, healthy, friendly relationships with other people. And especially for family, don't allow a man to come and take you out of your family. Because at the end of the day, mkikosana, utaenda wapi?
Yeah.
Home. You know,
Yeah.
so I think, and men, they should stop doing that. You know, taking away just because you love this person. Actually, there's nothing like unapenda mtu na yetu namtoa kwa watu wake.
Yeah.
There is no
Yeah.
love there. That is a
Yeah.
lie.
True.
You know, people need to stop lying to each other. Like, majorly men. They need to stop lying to women.
You're
If at all a man loves you, there's no way this man will come and take you out from your family.
Yes.
Yeah, so ladies, let us stop basing our happiness on men.
It comes to actually be part of your life.
Yeah.
Not really ati ni kama amekuja then life stopped. It's now taking another turn.
Yeah.
As life continues as we come together. That's all. You know. Yeah, son.
I think the one thing we need to stop as ladies is stop adapting to their love languages. Because if someone loves you, they will love you in your own love language. Sometimes we find ourselves, we get lost in the midst of it. If he's a gift giver and he thinks that's how he expresses love, but that's not how I feel loved, then we adapt to what it is and we lose our sort of identity in the midst of it. Because you start saying, but he like giving gifts, but I don't want that. I want acts of service. I want words of affirmation, but you want to adapt to that. So because mostly as ladies we lose ourselves in what they want us. Because I want to give him a version of son that he wants. I want to give him son that he sort of looks like he has molded and he owns. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if we stop changing for them, that is one thing. Because if someone loves you, they will talk to you with your own love language, not their own love language. And that's where I think we go wrong. Because we want to adapt and understand. The term I hate a lot. Understand nini.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, because we want to, I understand that he got me a gift, but I don't like gifting, or I don't appreciate you doing this for me, or some grand event or anything. I don't appreciate that. I want those little time, you know, quality time. I want that, but I have accustomed myself to like what they want, because we are too quick to adapt.
Yeah.
I think that's where we go wrong. Yeah.
And of course, there's a certain level of compromise we need to get, you know, in any relationship. But we're just saying, of course, to our viewers that there are things we cannot compromise. You can't begin to change yourself.
Yeah.
You just need to be yourself. And the things that maybe affect both of you, that is when you now compromise. Because how does me having that friend affect you when it's not even toxic?
Yeah.
Yes.
You see? But if it's really affecting me, then I'll have to compromise at that particular point. So we're saying, literally, for men, don't really come controlling. Of course, you're the leaders, and maybe they might use that leadership.
Yeah.
Only saying,
Yeah.
you know, I'm the one who's supposed to tell you what to do. But again, these women have a lot in them that you need to embrace and build in them more than really, you know, denoting everything that they do and putting them down every minute and trying to make something else out of them.
Yeah, it's because we need to realize that relationships ought to complement us. It's not to supplement or bring a new version of us. They need to add something to it, not deduct. When you realize that something is deducting to who you are as Grace, you need to stop a minute and realize that's such a red flag. I mean, you know what I mean? Because that, if I feel like I can't be 100% with you, that's the problem. Because women, we just want to settle ourselves to 20 and get the 80 from him.
Yeah.
All these things, we need to stop.
It's really suffocating.
Yeah.
It's much more fulfilling
Yeah.
being in a relation. Sijui niseme kama cartoon comedian ina suffocate for real.
That affects.
For real, you know, living a life that is not to you.
Yes.
And trust me, baby girl. Trust me, utachoka.
Yeah.
Do even actors don't act 24/7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get out of their character.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you won't act the whole time. You know, that's why we were talking about what guys should do better while pursuing you. Sorry to take you back a bit.
Yeah.
But when you give me real stuff, like when you show me who you really are,
Yeah.
without a polished version, because sometimes we just like you in your insecurities, we'll just like you in your imperfections. But when you start faking that, all that, and now I have fallen in love with a perception or a facade,
Yeah.
that's just where we start going wrong.
Yeah. And they need to know that strategy doesn't work for women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will win her, but trust me, you will never
Not
have a
keep
good
her.
relationship.
Even like being vulnerable with them. Like, you know, sometimes, yes, we know it gets to a point like men don't really explain. They don't express themselves
Yeah.
like fully. Maybe they are going through something, but like personally for me, I would feel like you're being more real if I feel like you're vulnerable with me.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm not okay, this is what I'm going through, and let me be there for you.
Yeah.
Like, let me show you, yes, you're still a man. Like, it doesn't make you less of a man. And that way, like, as Tony is saying, like, be more real. And that makes the difference.
Yes.
Because now once you've fallen for a perception, you know,
Yeah.
then you get the real stuff later. Unajua, ni ngumu hata kama sisi deal na emotions. Just like the way we were talking about how we change. Like, a man tells you, oh, I don't like you in wigs. Then, kidogo unaanza kushuka mwongezo. And maybe it doesn't do justice to your face.
Yeah.
Na alikupata
For
uvo.
real.
Eh.
It's just a matter of being open. Like, can we try as much as we can and be open? You'll see some beauty that you've never even seen. in
Yeah.
This person when they're trying some things. I mean, not being so static about everything that wigs are like this. Maybe you saw your mother in a wig and the wig probably alinunua ingine hapo sijui alitoa wapi na jaichana, so you think wigs will just make her look
But
like
don't you think this
makeup
is a
or-
portrayal of their insecurities?
well,
When
it
they start
could be.
trying to control you, how you put on your makeup, what you dress, what you have on your hair. Don't you think this is just a portrayal of how insecure they are? Because I was listening to, I like quoting Oscar, but he was saying that your partner will portray what you think about yourself. That's why you feel someone, you know, like she's very confident. But when I start getting very touched about, anaringa sasa, it just shows that I'm not confident in myself.
Okay.
Because she has
Yeah.
portrayed a part of me that I don't have.
Mm.
So I will sort of feel some way. So that's why I think women, guys want to control you. Because they're insecure if you put on maybe a wig, you look so sassy or whatever, better. Or, you know what I mean? And they want to put you in a cocoon where they can control you.
Yeah, there are those type of men, I feel.
Yeah.
They are there.
Yeah.
But some of them literally are just, they don't want to explore. There are those who are just like, things are only good this way. So this is my way of
They
course.
don't want to
Yeah.
change their mind.
So they're like, we can't try, I know this is how things work for me, and you have to go to my level. Which,
It's
of
their
course,
highway.
They don't see how we feel about
yes.
it.
Yeah.
You mentioned Oscar. I think it's Manto K.
You should
And
watch Manto.
of course, because we're talking about men, I mean, just go and watch. There are men out
should
there
watch Manto.
talking.
Yes.
Manto K is a very good platform.
Because they're
men.
demystifying the whole toxic masculinity and just positive
Yes.
masculinity. Because I think all these problems we are facing, you have faced, I have faced, there are things caused by this toxicity in masculinity, and there's more misconstrued idea of what masculinity is. Because you will find that you think being masculine is controlling a girl, but it's not. It's in the little things, as you have said, and you have said, vulnerability.
Yeah.
How vulnerable are you? You know.
Yeah.
Sometimes show emotions.
Exactly.
And men, by the men are emotional people. It's just that they are not as emotional as we are.
Emotional na ego.
Yeah.
Ego
But
iko
they do it
kwa
in
hapa.
They're just
Like,
doing a fight of.
But these men don't know how beautiful it looks to see
Yeah.
them being emotional
Yeah,
and
it does break
vulnerable.
down.
It's so beautiful
Yeah.
because we feel like we can now cover you guys up. For
Yeah.
real, like
It doesn't make you weak.
making faces.
It's really true. Because we fall, I don't know, it's crazy. We are emotional beings.
Yeah.
So we get attracted to what is emotional.
Exactly.
You keep saying I'm serious.
the heart-to-heart talk.
Yeah.
Trust you, me, it brings a certain level
Do you know
of
how beautiful
connection.
that is? Like the other thing I think is the most underrated. Am I talking too much?
No, it's okay.
The other thing I think is underrated is the power of feeling hard. I don't know when men will understand this.
Yeah.
Like if you pursue a girl and you make her feel hard in her insecurity, in her troubles as a woman in this society, everything, that is so powerful.
Unapewa material.
Wacha nikupea siri. Do you imagine? Because we like to ramble a lot.
Yeah, and
We talk a lot and vent. Sometimes we just don't need you to get answers.
Yes.
I just need to hear that you have said, yeah, son, I get you. You know, you probably won't understand because backstory kidogo. I talked to this guy. I was shooting her essence, and we were doing a topic on catcalling, and he calls me and he's like, "Hey, you are mad." But you know, it was a very personal project for me because catcalling has disturbed me. Yeah. And then he said, you are mad. Si atajenga tu na maliza, no, those mijengo. And I looked at him and I said, you really don't know the power of being heard. Because if he had just said, I don't know what you're going through, but I hear you. You know how powerful that is?
Very.
And it actually puts you back to your senses if you're not there. If you're
Yeah.
actually lost.
Yeah.
There's a moment you get lost in your emotions, yeah? But when this man actually listens to you and is just there to tell you, I hear you, and man, I understand how you're feeling.
Instead of
Sometimes you're like,
criticizing.
can I go back and really see myself again? You know?
Yeah.
You know, instead of really telling me to be, tell me to be hard, I'll be harder, my friend.
I will grow up.
I will do that even 2 times harder than you are saying.
Yeah.
You know those things. Just don't tell me I'm overreacting. I know
Yeah,
I'm overreacting,
You
probably.
know, and
but
actually you are doing it. You have even decided to do it. So that you know.
Yeah.
You have decided, now I am doing this. And you start.
Yeah, imagine they should pay us. Tunawapea tricks hapa.
Yeah.
It's like the other day, I was the boss I was working with. There's a time he called me, and I felt like he did not communicate well. He was talking to me about my dress and how it's short and everything. And most of the people that know me, they know I don't wear long dresses. So me, I call a friend of mine. He'll be like, "Lakini si unavanga nguo fupi." I'm like, me, I don't want you to tell me how short my dresses are. I know they are short. I just want to tell me he was wrong to talk to you that way.
Yeah.
Like, I can see how you're feeling.
I get.
Yeah?
Because
I can see you felt bad because, you know,
Yeah.
according to how he talked to me, it's like he was trying to portray me as a whole. Ni ile design, kwani wani unafanya kazi na wanaume?
just sexualized
Like,
you.
so what are you trying
And that
to
is
say?
what hurt you more than anything.
I
Not
had
even
no
the short
problem.
dress.
I knew it was short.
Yeah.
But
It's how
tell
they
me,
said it.
I feel like,
Should do something longer in a nice
no,
way.
I feel like in this job,
I am
the
sorry.
nature,
In the nature, before you
nature
offend
of-
someone.
like the nature of our job, it's preferred if we wear trousers. Niambie hivyo. I'll be fine.
Hey, it's
But
how
if you
say
ask
it.
me ati I'm working with men, kwani I'm seeing their ladies.
Kwani
And you know,
umeona?
at such a moment, the way you connect with me emotionally matters
Yeah.
more than facts. Those facts will not make sense at that point.
Yeah.
But when you connect with me emotionally,
Yes.
trust, I know,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm talking about this but you know, if you connect to the lady emotionally, you realize they will hear you out more even after that.
Yeah.
Than trying to speak facts and facts and facts and facts. By the time you finish,
And then
you
it
two
come to
are
vent to
in
the-
heaven and hell.
Yeah.
And you will really become two different people.
Because sometimes these conversations are rhetoric. I don't need answers.
Yeah.
I don't need you to to be a devil's advocate. I left that one in school. You know what I mean? Like, don't be. I just want you to feel hard. Because we
Yeah.
talk a lot.
Yeah,
we are emotional sometimes. We have hormones sometimes. And we want to talk. And I will talk. You know what I mean? Like, and I will talk. But I need you to be like, son, I hear you. Excuse that too. But don't black out.
Yeah,
I like to get the point. Just listen, man.
I do.
Listen.
Grace, madam, please tell us something.
Yeah, just as soon as we have kept on saying, I think as ladies, we are this kind of species that love to be listened to. Hata kama to make sense, we just listen to our sweet
Skiza,
nonsense,
tujue
you know.
umesikiza.
Hey, what to skize too? You know, at times I know, kuna vitu tunasema and then men are like, manze udem. Lakini, let me just listen. You know, mnatupenda. So, and of course, we are ladies. We are not like you men. Si tunapenda kusikiza, of course. We are baby girls. But
Yeah. Hey, don't shout at us.
yeah, but don't.
Hatujazoea.
Hatuwezi,
There's a mature
inatuaffect.
man, let me put him in quotes, a mature man who told me, who was telling us, I think during our counseling period, that there's always a girl in a woman. True. Whether they become old,
Yeah.
they become experienced 100 centuries, there will always be that
Yeah.
girl who will always rise in every woman that needs to be treated like a small baby.
Just
needs
like
to
a
feel
small
like
baby.
a small girl. Not because, you know, there's that time we have to also bring the balance between maturity and being yourself. You know, of course, there's that balance that has to be there. But we need to accept that there's this nature that women have.
Yeah.
And it is a fact that there's that nature that women have. We don't exploit it, of course, and we don't allow it to make us worse, but it helps us to just be self-aware. So that we can do better when such occasions come. So that even if you're emotional, you don't need to really express you to talk so much, because even the Bible says in many words there is foolishness in it.
Yeah.
So at that point you realize again I have to reduce my my words, because again, you know, the same Bible says again that the more you talk, the more the less the sense in the words. So somebody else might be listening to you, but the more you keep watering down the words, like the information loses its meaning.
Yeah.
So you realize there's a balance somebody still has to bring, but we can't ignore the fact that there's a time that things hit rock bottom and we can get back to default.
Yeah.
And these people just need to understand us.
Yeah.
Yes. So
I want to address one thing before we even move on. But I think it's with all these things we have talked about, even character development and what we go through as single ladies, all comes down to them not considering how it makes us feel. Anything that they do, how it makes us feel. Because, you know, you will do something very light. You will tell me, oh, your son, umekuwa mkubwa sana. But you just said it as a word, which is okay. You probably didn't think about it or the intensity of how the word will hit on me, because you didn't consider how it will make me feel. Will I start cutting weight because of you? Will I start doing inaitwa bulimia because of what you said, yeah? Because if you consider what you do and how it makes the other person feel, it's never gonna be heart after heart after.
Yes.
You are telling me about someone cancelling on a date and they just don't have empathy of how they do it, because they don't.
Maybe it was a bad idea.
Yeah, and they said it and moved on with their lives. But it's because they didn't consider what they make us feel. All these things, or when they tell you usivae wigs unakavi, but you know, they don't think about the impact it has on us. So it ends up becoming hurtful to individuals and us getting watered down versions of us, which is, I think it's just wrong.
yeah, very true. And I know women speak for emotion and connection, but men speak for information. That's the difference that honestly is doesn't. So then they will just want to pass the information because they feel as we want information, and if in any case if we are discussing anything, So what's important is I tell you what's supposed to be told.
Yeah.
But they don't realize, like you were saying,
How
that
do
there's
you
an
say it?
impact. For me, I will be emotionally relating. How do I feel about what he has said?
Yeah.
So that's where the difference comes in. So if a man could rather, I love the sandwich method, you know, when somebody really tells you, you know, positive things and positively comes in, you know, the dress you put on is very beautiful and I like it, by the way. Even if you don't like it, at that point you really need to do that, because ukienda so negative, the point might never sink deep. And tell them, but I feel it's a bit short, and you can put it on for now because it's working hours. Maybe it might even be hefty on you to be lifting your leg if you want to do something, you know, making me see the disadvantage. Then go back to the positive. And I also love the color. Keep dressing well.
Yeah, just how you say it.
I'll even feel a more cringe inside.
Yeah.
Like, really, I did this.
A self-nini.
You know, I'll feel it. Then, unava dress fupi aje, you know.
Yeah.
That's too
and
bad.
trying to sexualize it.
Yeah.
That was your problem. You're like, girl,
I'm like,
I have talked to your soul.
Yes.
I think the other thing that women do, we do too much. We sacrifice too much. We wife up when you're not supposed to wife up.
Yeah, doing wifey stuff on girlfriend allowance.
Yeah, and one thing that
Because imagine
we be clowning. I think the one thing that like really stands out for me is, and I know like so many ladies can relate, kupeana pesa. I know many ladies don't talk about it, but at one point umejipata umelipia msee rent ama umejipata umemkopesha do mob.
Kwani niko nchi nyingine.
See, I'm not saying like you know, you can take a guy out, it's fine. You can buy drinks, you can take them out for lunch, you can do a holiday, fine. But ni ile point yenye unalipa rent na si mara moja.
That's how we draw the
And
line.
and then once you're hurt, you'll be like, I really invested so much. Who told you to invest?
Thank you.
Even businesses fail. That was a failure.
That is
Ati tulianza business yeye.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
It was a business that was bound to fail.
Stop giving people
Stop
things.
giving people money. Ebu stop.
And not even money. Don't even talk about money, because they will
Even
start
investing
in the
much.
comment section saying we are materialistic. Not about money. Stop giving too much.
Yeah.
You're investing too much. I think Njema said once in this show, and he said about putting people on a pedestal. You're putting people on a pedestal, so even after hurt, it is so hard to move on.
Become a
Yeah.
man.
Because you're putting
on.
too much on this person, you're investing too much, and it crashes you. It becomes an identity of son and the guy. You
Wow.
You want to make it
Yeah.
work so hard, so hard. You are there in uko hapo tu. Kazi yako you give. You ain't
You're
getting
not
anything
even-
back. Uko hapo, you're just giving.
It's a two-way thing. It's a
And
two-way thing.
and you know, imagine if a guy likes you, you will know. Ukishaanza kupigia best friend yako, sijui kana akutaki.
And actually, men give more than a woman could when they love that woman. Men
Yeah.
don't struggle.
You
with,
should know.
Men don't struggle with giving.
Yeah,
By the way,
exactly.
any man, it's like it's a gift that comes natural to them.
Lakini
They
kuna wale
give-
nini.
they
That one,
give-
I'm going to cut you short. There are those men that know once you crash on them big time, this lady is into me 1,000%.
These ones now, they are not
know
men.
they will. You can give anything. Hey,
Now
they'll
we're
use
talking
you
about
like
real
something
men.
else.
You know, a real
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
A
There's a
real
difference
man.
between a boy and a man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
A real
Yeah.
man, trust you me, that person who you need to settle your life with will sacrifice, will give.
Yeah.
He is simply like, let me say, Jesus, who literally gave his life even before we accepted him.
Yeah.
That is how it's supposed to be for men.
Yeah.
That they learn how to actually give as we as the bride. And to a point of baka to lay down their lives for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
So that relationship can work. I mean, there's so much you can talk about this. This is so much. Sijui, we can never
Contribution
finish.
in my
We
channel.
can never, I know, right? We will continue somewhere else. But of course, I just want you to say just give one word in a few seconds each. And tutaanza na Son, tuende kwa Iva, then Grace tamalizia.
I think to talk to the ladies, because I'm one of them, I think you should realize you're a top tier experience. Not everyone should experience you. you're such an experience. Don't open. You know, like how you enter, you have to enter the cinema, you have to pay for it. Not everyone gets there. You have such a top tier experience. Don't let everyone just experience you and step on you and gratify you. You're a prize.
You are a baby girl.
You're a baby girl.
Yes, you are a princess, a queen. Those things they call you falsely, you should actually be that.
Yeah.
Actually.
Please,
Yes.
baby me though. What a Twitter.
I think to add on sons, just like the way the Bible says, like, behold, I'm at the door knocking. Whoever lets me in, I'll come in and dine with them. That door should be closed. That's why Jesus is knocking. So you don't let everyone in. It should be closed.
Should be locked.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, drops mic.
That's it. That's what we do.
Do not even, as you said, do not even add more.
Yeah.
Lose meaning.
Okay, so let us, as women out there, okay, us included, we need to stop basing our happiness on men. That is one. Another thing, we need to know when to draw a line. Let us have boundaries.
Yeah.
And of course, hii story ya kupeana too much alafu nakuja kulia baadaye is not worth it. Acha kuinvest na kitu. Acha kuinvest alafu kuja kulia baadaye. You know, okay, fine, there are those things that you can do for a man that you love, you know. But of course, a man who loves you will not allow you to do those extreme things. Because how sure are you that you guys will end up together at the end of the day?
Yes.
Ukiinvest sana utakuja kulia baadaye. Ukikumbuka how much invested, oh my god, you're just going to go crazy.
Yeah.
But then I had a story ati mpaka wasichana tunapika chapati na export Eldoret. It was so funny. Like yo, mapenzi
Na kubeba rag kutoka
rag. I mean, manze wasichana tunafanya huko nje. Okay, fine, it's good, but either way, the biggest ile points nini sana ni tuache kufanya these big things. This man is not your husband, you know.
Yeah.
You're still single, by the way. You're dating, siku choche, you're still single. As long as you're not married. Okay, I love listening to some guys wanasemanga their mentors. They always say, as long as the lady is not married, honey, you're still single. You can go with whoever you want. Okay, si kuenda ile ingine mnafikiria. You know, I know you know what I mean. No, of course these days everyone will know. We'll start thinking about other things. Yeah, and yeah. Let us, and then men need to stop controlling us as women. Let them allow us to be ourselves. Sikuja kunibadilisha nikuwe kama Rihanna, just an example. I can never be like her. Just allow me to be me. There's beauty in whom I am or in who we are as ladies.
Yeah.
Yes, so men, kindly. Na pia vile mnatuongeleshanga sometimes, you know, kindly talk to us nicely. At times, some things you say, zinatuguza, zinatuaffect. Just talk to girls nicely.
But sisi ni magangster.
Manze,
Sisi ni magangster.
Sisi ni my baby girl.
When reality don't.
they need to watch how they talk to men. Need to watch how they talk to ladies. Najua kuna wasichana wanakuanga uptight sana, you know, you just don't like being talked in a certain way. So either way, learn your ladies. Kijana tena wako apendi kuongelesha, you just mind their language. Na pia wasichana at times tunaingilia boil child sana pia wasichana tusikuwa tunaongelesha hivi. We need to respect them. Wacha kukuwa na respect. Yeah.
Wow, siongezi kitu. I'm not saying anything, but we just wanted to communicate that do not lose yourself in the process of trying to save a relationship. Do not put the relationship as the number one thing. It will break your heart, definitely. Definitely will. Anything that you put ahead of yourself and ahead of God will definitely break your heart. I promise you, by the way. Because no one can ever fulfill your heart's desires fully. No one can ever give you what you fully want. It's actually God and yourself. These other people are just supplements. So people are just coming to give you, you know, something. It's like an icing on the cake. They're not coming to give you the ingredients of you to really be happy. So train yourself to foundationally be happy as a single person. And actually, the happier you are, the quicker you attract the right person. Because you are a healthy person and you begin to have a healthy journey for you to really go to the next level of relationships. So thank you very much for joining us today. We could have really gone deeper and deeper, but you know, of course, time. And we really want to keep you here today and every other Tuesday. But because we love you, we're still going to have this and more. And as we've said in even other platforms, and we are going to support one another. Be blessed and of course, have a beautiful evening. Thank you.